Hola and bienvenidos to another installment of Milky and the Bean. As always, your hosts,
Milky.
and the Bean. And hey, appreciate you again stopping by. Just coming and listen to us. Just come and have a good time.
Hanging
How you been
out.
doing, Milky?
I've been chilling, man. How about you?
Oh, living la vida loca, having this stay-at-home order kind of. I have been traveling a little bit with work and stuff, but honestly, just been staying home as much as I can.
For sure, that Corona's got everybody trapped inside, man.
Rona, man, doesn't it? Don't you miss doing stuff? Like, don't you miss like going out or just doing stuff?
Dude, I miss restaurants. I miss going to the bars. I miss going to the movies. I miss a lot of things. But you know what I miss the most? Traveling.
Dude, yes. I miss traveling, dude. Like, you talking about like vacations or just like day trips or
honestly, like anything. Staycations, vacations, road trips, you name it. I miss it all.
Yes. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about places we've been and places that you want to go, but you can't go because of COVID.
For sure. So as far as places I've been lucky enough to travel a little bit, but a majority of it has been, Mexico or here in the States. But I have had the opportunity to go to Europe and Belize. So as far as travel is concerned, man, like there's so many different things that you have to plan for and all that stuff. It's not just going there and submersing yourself. It's like, where am I going to stay? Do we need to exchange currency? That kind of stuff.
Well, like one thing for me, you know what's weird is so like traveling back in the day, like I would tell Monica, my wife, I would say, hey, let's travel, pack up and boom, let's go. But now we have to travel, be like, okay, we have to make sure we get a place for the babies now, do we get them, if we're going on a flight, are we going to get them chairs? If we go here, we're taking the stroller. If we're doing here, it's like totally different now. And I love it, but it's just a whole different perspective you have to think of now.
Yeah, for sure. When you have kids, man, it changes the whole travel itinerary and all that stuff. You have to leave an hour early just to make sure you have everything and get to the airport and check bags. And like you were saying, definitely having to get chairs and stuff.
And then also too, it's like you're worried, like with kids, you have to be like, damn it, did I pack enough diapers? Oh no, did I bring enough bottles? But then at the same time too, you're like, nah, dang it, I'll just have to go buy some new stuff at the nearest Target or something. It's like, but man.
The best thing about kids though is you get to go places that you would have never normally gone.
Oh, okay. This is a great segue. Okay. So, of course, I've been to like Disneyland, Six Flags, Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farm. I mean, the list goes on. But one place I haven't been able to go because you can't go unless you have kids.
Where's that?
Legoland.
Dang.
Dude, yeah. I am a kid at heart when it comes to Legos, dude. I'm telling you, I'm looking right here in my house. I have an Iron Man Lego set I made just for fun. I freaking love Legos. And Legoland, dude, I think it is. They will not let you in unless you have a kid.
I'm not sure about that. We did go to Legoland, and I'm pretty sure everybody there had a kid. I feel like, yeah, it's definitely like a badge you have to have. You got to have a kid.
Oh, man. Don't get me wrong. I would love to take my kids, but I would personally just like to go to just start building stuff. Like a lifelong dream is to drive in a car that looks like a Lego. Or walking through a house. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if there's adult size ones, because when we took the little one to Legoland, it's a lot of little kiddie rides, and there's not much that adults get to really do. Like, we as adults did not have a terrible amount of fun. Even the little one was like, yeah, I'm kind of over it. But the problem that we did is we went to Universal Studios first, and then took her there, and we made her get on like most of the rides at Universal. So she was like, so if we had to do it over again, we definitely would have went Legoland first.
So speaking of, so Legoland, I love Legoland. So speaking of Universal Studios, and again, we're going to go into traveling, but we're talking about kind of like theme parks a little bit. So you've been to Universal Studios. How many times would you say you've gone?
About 3 or 4.
Okay. So I went like maybe like 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I went when I was in elementary school, and Back to the Future was there.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember Back to the Future? But
Yep.
now you go, it's like Simpsons. It's all changed, but it's like dope. Like I like going to Simpsons World, going to get a Duff beer, grabbing a Krusty Burger, and then like it's just so different now.
Yeah, I mean, they got to stay with the times as far as the movies are concerned. I mean, the Transformers ride is pretty legit. The
The
Simpsons
Jurassic
ride,
Park,
Jurassic Park's been there though.
but
Yeah,
they
but
changed it though. Now they changed it.
I'm not sure what they changed though. I think they just updated the dinosaur at the end, but I didn't
No,
really.
no, no. They changed it because I saw the video. It's Jurassic World now. So, but like,
Oh,
there's like underwater stuff and everything. I saw some videos, but it looks pretty dope.
for sure, for sure.
But
So,
let's go back. Let's backtrack to travel. Travel.
okay.
I personally want to start from the beginning of traveling, and that's going the packing route.
Ooh, packing,
Ugh,
dreaded packing.
I hate packing with a passion, dude. I don't know why, but I feel like I always have to pack like maybe 20 pairs of underwear because I feel like I'm gonna get the shits wherever I go or just have like explosive diarrhea. I don't know what it is. Like, say for instance, I'm going for 3 days. For some reason, I had to pack like 9 pairs of underwear.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
everybody has their tick. Like for me, I feel like I pack too many pairs of socks and never enough shoes.
See, I'm the freaking same. But you know what? Like, when it comes to socks, for some reason, like I it's kind of like the same with my underwear, but then like I'll pack the socks, but when I need the socks, I don't have them. And I'm gonna use an example. Like, you ever been to Disneyland and you get onto Splash Mountain and your socks get all soaked? So I'm like, oh, I packed extra socks, but then you realize, oh, they're in the hotel, they're not with me.
For sure, for sure. We went
Oh,
we went camping just here recently, and I knew that there was going to be a lake there and such, but I didn't think I was going to have to get wet. But we went out on canoes and stuff like that, so you definitely are going to get wet. And I did not anticipate that. I wish I would have packed a couple of extra pairs of socks for sure.
it's like when you go to a beach and oh, I'm just gonna put my feet in the water, and then all of a sudden your ass is in the water and you're all wet, and then you have ass in your crack, and you're like, damn it, I wish I had that extra boxers. And that's why I packed the extra like 12 pairs of underwear.
For sure, yeah. So, what is it as far as travel? Like you travel for work. Is there any one thing that stands out to you that you dread?
Oh man. So one thing is like, for work, sometimes I have to travel. I'll drive, but sometimes I have to get on a plane. But airports, dude.
Words.
Oh, let me. First of all, you have to be an hour early to wherever you go, right? And the first of all, like, why do I have to be an hour early to like a Tucson that has like 4 gates?
Well, I was gonna say
Like, have you been to?
Tucson. Yeah, Tucson. You can get from check-in to the gate in like 3 minutes.
But like, they trust me, the airlines get mad if you're not there within an hour. They'll like, sometimes they'll be like, I mean, South. I'm just gonna throw a name out there, but like Southwest, they're really cool. They're like, whenever you go to Vegas, you can be like 15 minutes till and you're fine. I'd be freaking out the whole time, but no.
Right.
But like other airlines do, they're like, you have to be there within a certain time frame. But then you never know, dude. You could Tucson International Airport, you go through the TSA, and there's like 3 people online, and it's like it's their first day at work. It just takes freaking forever.
For sure.
Oh,
Dude, what I hate the most is when you're going through check-in and you have to take off like your belt and your shoes and all that stuff. And I'm just like, ugh. First of all, I don't want to have to take off my shoes, but I will. But good Lord, I feel so like walking through there with everybody's bata juice and stuff all on the same platform and all that good stuff.
but you know what it is now, though, dude? Like, oh yeah, you have to take off your shoes, but now you have to take off, and I get it. It's safety precautions. I totally get it. I'm not saying I'm not against it, but now you have to take out your laptop. So your laptop goes in one bin. Then you have an iPad that has to go into a separate bin. So there's 2 bins right there. Then you have your luggage. Then you have your backpack. Then you have to put your wallet, your belt, your keys, your shoes all into another one. And it's like 12 things you're putting in there. And then by the time you go through it, you have to put your hands up in the one thing, and everything goes. Then there's all these people behind you like, why are you taking forever? Because I got like 12 different freaking bins I have to grab, you bastard. Like, Jesus.
God forbid
Oh,
you're the, sir, can you please step over here?
oh, that's the worst. If you're gonna fill me up, at least buy me dinner first. Like, come on. Oh man. I promise I tell you if I was keystering.
For sure. Like, you'd see me squinching. I just got a
But
turtle head
dude,
poking out.
prairie dogging it.
Prairie dogging it.
So then what, I mean, and then the airports, you know what I can't stand? It's like it's all different for different airlines. Like, so I'll just use an example for Southwest. You get in lines, right? You've been on Southwest before.
For sure.
So it's like 1 through 50. So then you have to either get an A or B and you get in line. So say, for instance, you have like number 2. Well, whoever these other people are, they decide they're more important. So number 15 and number 18 are right in front of you. Like, no, you're fucking in the back. You get your ass back there and let me stand in line. I earned this one. And then what pisses me off too. So you have to check in exactly 24 hours before your flight. So the earlier you check in, the better the position you get, because there's A, B, C, D, E. So if my flight, say, checks in at 5 o'clock, at 4:58, I'm ready. And as soon as it clicks 5 o'clock, I hit check in and I'm like group Z and a half. like what the hell? Like, are you kidding me? Like, no.
Like, how did these guys get on before I did? I was literally 1 minute after.
Dude, it drives me insane. People at the airport, dude, I can't. I just can't deal with people at the airport. Like, some people are very cool, but some people are just so needy. Just walk so slow. Oh my God. It's like time stands still. It's the worst.
But I
And then
feel
you know
like,
what I hate?
I was going to say, I feel like that's just like America, because traveling other places, everybody has their own like set of rules, but like Europe especially, dude, they're like that. They're mundane, they're slow, they go through your passport and stamp all slow, and they check your ID and look at you and check your ID and look at you. It's literally a 10-minute process just to get into the security line.
Dude, the security line is ran by the sloths from Zootopia. Dude, slow. Oh
Like,
my God, dude.
like, you know, they get paid by the hour.
For real. Oh. And then you want to know another thing that grinds my gears about airports? So you have a check-in, right? So check-in and having a layover. Okay.
Ooh.
So first of all, having a layover drives me insane, because I'm that type of person. I'm so paranoid that I'm going to miss my next flight. Because, say, for instance, we land. I'm like, dang, we just landed here. We got here quick. The plane takes forever to park. And then people take their sweet ass time to get out. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, I'm going to miss my freaking flight.
Yeah, for sure. They should have like an express lane for people who got to like connect and switch over.
Well, you know what the courteous thing to do is,
lane?
yeah, exactly. You know, it should be like, okay, if you're the first seat, get up and then go. Second seat, go. No, number 15 seat likes to get up and start walking halfway down. Like, no, wait your damn turn. Oh, dude, it bothers me so much. Oh, and then you have a carry-on, and the reason I like to take a carry-on, because my wife has lost her luggage before getting transferred, and I'm just like, I don't want to lose my luggage. So I take it with me. And as soon as I get down to the door of the plane, they're like, no, sir, we have to take it with us. No, you're not going to take it, because then by the time I get off the plane and I need to get to my next plane, you're going to take like 45 minutes just trying to get it up here. Like, dude, I just paranoia, dude.
Sure.
Paranoia.
I think everybody has that paranoia for sure. But I like to do carry-ons because I hate fees and I don't want to pay for my bags. So I definitely do as much as I can as far as a carry-on for sure. But
see, I'm totally for that. Like, I hate fees. Yeah, I hate them. I will tell you this, though. I do have an airline credit card that don't charge the fees, but I'm still that type of person that, like, no, you're going to lose my damn bag.
For sure. Dude, you were talking about layovers and almost missing a flight. I actually fell asleep on a connecting flight. I was in DFW and I had like a 2.5 hour layover, and it was like an overnight flight. And got at the gate, had like an hour and a half to spare, and I don't know what happened. I just passed out, and some nice passerby tapped me and was like, hey, your plane's boarding. And I was literally the last dude to board. Like, I almost missed my connecting flight.
Dude, no.
Yes,
I
it was
know. I
terrible. I
freak
was
out.
freaking out. I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, don't leave me."
Dude, at first when I went to the airport, I was a little paranoid because I actually had a layover there.
At DFW?
And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was freaking out, man, because when I landed, I was like in A, and it's like, oh, you need to go to C. Well, you need to take a tram. But actually, the tram wasn't that bad. They're actually pretty quick.
Yeah.
But other freaking airlines, man, I hate it. And like, an example, you land in Las Vegas and you're like in B12. Okay, boom. And then you have to walk all the way to Z to get out. It's like, are you serious? Like, what the hell? Are
Well,
you freaking serious?
DFW is a gigantic increase in terminals compared to Tucson, where it's like 4 gates. DFW has like 6 different concourses and
But
all
dude,
sorts.
they made it so they got that down to a science, bro. To
For
a
sure.
science.
Well, you have to, man. It's so big.
That's what she said.
Nah, 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 nah. So, where have you always wanted to travel?
You know what, dude? This is gonna be a weird thing. Me and my wife, when we talk about traveling, like, New York, there's places. Oh, let's go to Tennessee, or let's go places. You know what's weird? And I don't want to make me sound like a weird person, but I'm not like a sightseeing person. Like, I'm not the type of person that, and I'm just using this as an example. Like, I don't want to plan a trip to go see the Statue of Liberty. Like, it's just not, like, I'm in Arizona and I've never been to the Grand Canyon. Never.
Really? You've never been?
I've never been. It just, I don't want this to come out the wrong way or anything, but I don't want to go see a big hole.
Dude, it's intense. You should go at least one time in your life.
It doesn't call on me. Just, I'm not a sightseeing person.
Got you. So,
Like,
what do you do when you travel then?
find me a spot that has a good beer.
Ah,
I just want to relax. Vacation is time to relax. I will tell you, I've got a more lenient. Like, I will tell you, my wife, she does love to plan. So I'm talking about, like, from this time to this time we'll be here, and this time we'll be here, and then we'll be here by this time. But me, I used to just like, no, I just want to do whatever I want. And then we did that one time, and then we had like nothing to do. So of course, then we go back to planning.
that's when the itinerary is helpful for sure. But
Yeah.
so I personally am one of those guys that when I go somewhere, especially if it's somewhere even remotely foreign, let's just say Mexico or whatever, I want to live like a local for the time that I'm there to see what it's like to be there. Like, I hate doing the touristy stuff, even though like museums are cool or like sites are cool or anything like that. But like when I get downtime or something like that, I'm kind of like you, but I would more prefer to go like to the hole in the wall restaurants or.
See, yes. You know what drives me nuts is when you go somewhere, you take a vacation. Say, again, I'm just using this as an example. But like, say for instance, we're gonna go to New York City, and you're like, let's go to TGI Fridays. Like, what the
No,
fuck? No, I want to eat local food. I want to try local places. I want to try like a little hole in the wall. I want to try local beers. I want to relax. I want to try stuff I haven't done before. I don't want to do the same thing I've done in my same town.
yeah, I like to definitely get off the beaten path. Like, I've been to Belize, and the coolest thing, even though we did all the sightseeing stuff and did like little tours and such, my favorite thing was going and getting a $3 burrito that was the size of my forearm from like a Nana's house that she was selling out of like the little bitty sliding window in her backyard type thing.
Yes.
So bomb, dude. And what's funny is we were like the only touristy people that were there, because you could tell that it was like all locals and like guys that were like on their lunch break and stuff like that. And they like were having conversations and knew everything. And when we got up, they were like, "Oh, can I get like that right there? Whatever that is, let me get that."
Dude, I love, like, I went to San Miguel Allende, which is in Guanajuato.
Mm-hmm.
And man, dude, we went to this restaurant. There's like, of course, anywhere you go, there's like fancy restaurants. I'm like, no, I want a taco stand. And after they were done with dinner, I went to go get my own dinner, dude. And I had tacos de tripas. I had lengua, cabeza. I had all kinds of stuff, and like I was like, cuánto oiga? Like, and I think I had like 8 tacos and maybe like 2 sodas, and it was like $4, maybe five.
That's the best is when you go to a place
Dude.
that like American currency is a little bit higher of exchange rate than local. You feel like you're a baller on $30.
Dude, for tacos for everyone. Here's a 20. Help
For
yourself.
sure.
Oh my god.
So you never really said what place is like on the top of your list of where you want to travel to.
Well, it's tough, man, because again, I'm not a sightseer, but I mean, I'd like to see New York City. I would love to take my wife to New York City. I would love to take my wife to Tennessee, Nashville. I would love to take her to Nashville. I think. Oh, if I could say one place I would love to go, I would love to go see Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
Of course you would. Even though your boyfriend Brady's not there anymore.
Hey, we'll talk about that another time. And don't you dare, and you watch your mouth, or I'm gonna hit stop on this recording. But dude, like I would like that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a sightseer, but that's something I don't want to check out because I don't want to check out the trophies. I want to walk around the stadium, dude. I think I could. I would want to be there a whole week, just looking at the stadium, just in awe.
You're the kind of guy that's gonna sneak on the field and sniff the grass.
I'm the type of guy that just, has my shirt off, rubbing my nipples, looking at the stadium,
Jesus.
Huh? Too far?
Nah, Too far? Never. No. Yeah, definitely. I can understand that, but I think, I don't know, man. I kind of like going other places. Like we want to go to Rio or Greece we're just hungry to do anything, especially with COVID. We watch so many of these travel shows and stuff like that. We get so many ideas like, oh, I want to go there.
See, I would love to go to far places like that. Don't get me wrong. It's cool, but like, I just wouldn't know what to do over there. And for me, it's like, I don't really want to go see a museum. Like, I don't want to go see a painting. I would want to try the food though. I want to try like the local beers, take nice pictures, but I really don't want to sit in a plane for like 12 hours, prairie dogging it.
That does suck for sure. And I'm a snorer, so people hate me because I snore for sure.
Are you really?
Oh, bro, I can tell you so many times like that I've got on the plane and like I get off and my neck hurts and my throat hurts and I'm like, sorry, everybody, that was me.
No, I can't be in no, you're... I can't be that. Dude, I'm tall, man. I'm 5'11", 6 foot. I have long legs, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I hate it. And then on top of that too, like I only like to sit by the window. I don't like to sit in the middle. I hate to freaking sit in the aisle.
So are you one of those guys that volunteers for the emergency exit row?
No, man. I never have the chance to. I would love to. The only problem with those is you don't have a tray in front of you.
Yeah.
And I like the tray. I love the tray. Okay, totally random. Totally side note. And squirrel. When you're on a plane and you have drinks, what do you order?
Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what mine is? And I have them rarely, but for some reason, when I'm on a plane, I love to drink ginger ale.
Ginger ale. That gives me that.
I like ginger. Like, does it really?
Yeah.
I love ginger ale. I don't know what it is. Like at home, I'll have one once a month, but when I'm on a plane and they offer me a drink, I always have to drink ginger ale.
That's so funny.
And you know what's weird? I heard this crazy fact that you know what the number one most consumed drink on a plane is?
Alcohol?
I'm being more specific. Like it's something.
Vodka?
Tomato juice.
Oh, Clamato tomato juice for sure. The bloodies.
No, I'm not talking about even with the bloody.
You're talking about just straight tomato juice?
Just straight tomato juice. Wow. There's this thing that they say is that like when you're in the air, your taste buds change or your cravings, and that's what people crave or that's what they want while they're on a flight.
There's got to be some sort of mineral or something or vitamin that people crave, like iron or something in there. I don't know.
Anyways,
what
were we talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
I forgot. Oh, I think about snoring on the plane or just where to go in general. Like did you give me a specific area you want to go? I know you're talking about like Italy or something, but where's somewhere you really, really want to go?
Well, I've been to Italy, but definitely wouldn't mind taking my wife. I definitely would like to go to Rio de Janeiro for sure, or Puerto Rico. But I think having a kid now is kind of different. So you adjust the plans of like places you want to go. And I feel like taking her to places that is going to blow her mind. Like she kind of wants to go to Hawaii. And I think that would be pretty cool for her because she's a little geologist and biologist. She likes to see all that kind of stuff. So I think that that's definitely on the list. But the one that I really want to take her to is Pumapunku.
You watch your mouth. What?
Yeah, it's in Mexico. It's a little spot that it's like a Mayan temple. It's on ancient aliens. So.
Oh, dude, have you ever been on like on a temple or a pyramid?
Yeah, it's in Belize. We hiked a pretty tall, like pyramid, if you will.
Dude, I went to when I went to San Miguel de Allende. We went to this pyramid, and it wasn't like an Aztec. It was like an own like well, I can't say the word civilization.
Mm-hmm.
And so you weren't allowed to drive on there. First of all, you had to walk.
Oof.
So you had to walk like 3 miles. Once you got there, it was beautiful. The steps were like, dude, like tiny. So what's crazy is I had my camera. I didn't take a jacket because you couldn't really take like, you weren't allowed to take a backpack with you. I don't remember why, but you weren't allowed to take a backpack with you. So I had my camera, and as soon as we got to the top, it was beautiful. It started raining.
Oh,
like I'm talking about pouring. But what's really cool, like the tour guide said, like this is kind of like a once in a lifetime experience, because when you're on top of the pyramid, it's like you're letting everything go, and when the rain coming down and it washes everything away. And I'll tell you the truth, man, like I was a little stressed, and when that happened, I was like, man, this is awesome. But then I started getting stressful again because then I realized I have my nice camera, so I took my wife's jacket away and I covered my camera, and she was cold. So
what a gentleman! What a
and then we had to walk back so many miles in mud.
Oh, that's the worst. That's when you need to change the socks for sure,
dude. It was crazy. Oh man, but that was the pyramids, dude, were dope.
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
an experience I'll never forget in my life.
Some unforgettable experiences.
Yes.
So,
yes.
All right. So I got a story for you.
Okay.
When we went to Italy, I'm definitely, before COVID, I was one of those that needs to go and touch everything and kind of like get a feel for what it is. And we were definitely at one of the oh my god, earthquake. We were definitely at one of the museums in Florence, and I got to actually see the statue of Michael, the one where he's standing up with his twig and giggleberries out.
Yeah.
And we had a tour guide, and I definitely was the dude that was like lingering back. And when the tour guide like walked away, like there's definitely no touching of these kinds of things. I definitely had to take a quick boop, had to touch the statue for sure. Beep boop. But definitely another one of the things that I did that I shouldn't have was we went to the Vatican, and I had a phone. I had a phone, and they are anal about that, dude. Like no photo, no video. They yell at you. And we were in the Sistine Chapel where the roof is, and we had a Rick Steves podcast on. So I was like acting as if I was kind of like trying to get service or something like that, and just angling my phone up to the roof to get pictures and stuff like that on my phone. And then there was another dude who had some sort of Spanish accent, so we'll say he was from Spain or whatever. And the guards, the Vatican guards, the Vatican police, like they are their own entity, their own government, so they can do whatever they want. And they were yelling at this dude, no photo, no video. And sure enough, dude, he kept taking pictures, and they snatched this dude up and threw him out of like this secret exit. And everybody was just like, they are not joking about this. Yes, dude, the Vatican police are no joke. Like, they will straight throw you out if you're not listening. But I definitely was that tourist that was taking little screenshots or little selfies, but not selfies, like using the camera that you use to do selfies, like angling it up so I could get pictures of the roof of the Sistine Chapel and such.
So do you still have those photos?
I do. They're on my Facebook.
I want to check them. Oh, really?
Yeah, they are.
I'm gonna check them out.
You have to.
Hey, by the way, side note: if you heard a lot of noise in the background, that's me grabbing a water bottle from a very noisy bag. So
there was an earthquake.
I apologize.
6.0 on the Richter scale.
So, but dude, so speaking of, you said you want to go to Hawaii?
Yeah, I've been to Maui. I've never been to like the Big Island or anything like that, or Honolulu, but the little one definitely wants to go out there and check it out.
Yeah, I went to Honolulu, and that's actually where I proposed.
Oh,
and dude, that was dope, dude. I will say we did sightseeing, but it was really neat. Like, I have a couple funny stories. Like one of the days we were, where did we go? The first place we went, we went to Pearl Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
That was dope. But my dumbass, so the night before we go to Pearl Harbor, we go to this little like market, and they have all this food. And then they have these coconuts, and I was like, "Oh, coconuts! You know, I've had coconuts in Mexico. You know, they get chamoy,
yeah.
You know, they get tajin. Well, we're not in Mexico. You know,
yeah, you're not in Mexico, Howley.
I thought about that. So when I went to Howley, so when I went to go get the coconut, she just gives me the water, and I'm like, damn, you know. So I drink the water, and for those of you that don't know. Natural coconut water is a laxative. So I had that, and then I had I had that, and then I shared some oysters with the mother-in-law.
Oh,
and again, in Hawaii, they don't have the tapatio sauce, they don't have the lemon, the salt.
Nope.
So I just had them just as is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had something else, dude. Well, all I remember is I'm sleeping at night, dude, and all of a sudden I was throwing up, dude. Well, the next day I had the shits, and I had I was rosado, dude. I had a mean baby rash. And then like when you're on the little boat to go see, you know, the what is it, SS Arizona?
Yeah.
US Arizona, which was beautiful, by the way. Like it's beautiful as like, I can't believe, like, it's just crazy to know that all that stuff happened there, but how everything is still underwater, but how they were able to honor all the military and everything was just beautiful.
Definitely. Yeah. It's good.
No, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, yeah, it's definitely something like that I would want to see for sure. I mean, I definitely kind of get into that, but like when we went to Maui, like obviously we had to do the typical tourist stuff where it was like the road to Hana and do a luau and stuff like that, which I was like, all right, cool. But I definitely wanted to go into town and like get Kona coffee and that kind of stuff. Like really local. But those are the kinds of things. Yeah. Like for sure. Like, of course, when you're on vacation, you do the sightseeing and stuff like that. But like you were saying, like when you're in Italy, you got to have some pizza, you got to have some wine, you got to have some pasta. When you're in Belize, you got to have seafood, you got to do the local fare. Like when you're in Mexico, you got to have, if you're by the beach,
tacos,
you got to do tacos. If you're by the beach, you got to get that guy who gives you the big ass, what is it with the ceviche in it, the big ass bowl cup thing that they give you on the beach.
Yeah. Then you got to get that guy with the whistle that gives you the shot and goes and then shakes your head for like 15 minutes.
Or you have to buy one of the hammocks or one of the whatever from the dude that's carrying like the 90 pounds of stuff on his shoulder.
But then you feel like a G because, like, you know, you speak Spanish, you know, to find out like you rented the freaking, you know, umbrella for like $10, and the other guy who doesn't, you know, understand paid like 120.
So you literally just said us because I don't know any Spanish, and I was the $120. It's a good thing I have. Yeah, I'm thankful that I have a family that speaks fluent Spanish straight from Mexico for sure.
Oh my god. So all right, so then going back to Hawaii. So dude, I was on the right above the ship, and I had I'm telling you, a laxative. I had to go, and you had to stay on there for an hour, dude. An hour. So that was horrible. So then the next day, I felt a little bit better. We went to the Dole plantation. Dope.
Yeah.
Like the Dole Whip. Oh.
Yeah.
So then we were only there for a little bit. The next place we went to was the Polynesian Culture Center.
Ooh, that sounds
okay. So I didn't know what it was. Do you know what it is?
Elaborate.
So let me get more into the story. So we get to the Polynesian Cultural Center, and my mother-in-law, she got like a package there, so we kind of had like a VIP, which is dope. So they gave us like these seashells, and they're around our neck, right? So the way it works is it's all run by college students. So we were gonna be. I think we got there like no joke. We got there 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, and we were there till like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So as soon as she takes us on the tour, I was like, all right, beautiful. Thank you. Hey, can you do me a favor and just take me to the nearest bar? And she's like, we don't serve alcohol here. And to find out they're Mormons, so they don't drink.
What? Don't tell me that.
So they don't drink. And just in the Polynesian Culture Center.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, my face dropped. Like you could tell she was like, damn, I just ruined this dude's vacation. So I had to go around and learn about different huts and food and poi, and then they taught us how to play the ukulele.
Oh, that would have been sick.
And then that was pretty cool. And I play the vihuela, so I was playing it like a vihuela, not like a ukulele. So that was funny. And then they had this show at the end. It was like a kind of like a Las Vegas show. So check this out. During the show, there was an intermission. Then all of a sudden, all these waiters come out with ice cream. They gave us ice cream, and the intermission ended. And we went back to the show. I was like, "What the hell? Like this is the greatest thing ever!" And it was some bomb ass ice cream.
That's the best part of the whole show.
So good. It was, but no, the show was good too, man. But the only thing that sucked is I still had that rosado. I was like, still had that baby rush going on, man. So, but you definitely got to try out Hawaii. If any of you guys been to Hawaii, post on there what you guys liked about it, different foods, different stuff like that.
Or any place for that matter. If you guys have ever been anywhere, just put it up there, man. Let's have a good conversation in the comments. If it's someplace you've been or want to go, put it down there. Let's talk about it.
Like, but right now, where would you want to go if COVID wasn't happening?
Right, for sure. That'd be fun. Yeah.
And thanks for the people who have been commenting. We appreciate it. We want to make sure we mention you guys. I want to give a shout out to my good friend, Eddie Luevano. He just had some surgery. I hope you're feeling better. I appreciate you listening and hope to catch up with you soon.
Yeah, for sure. As far as everybody who's been with us since day one, we definitely appreciate you guys. We just got some merch and we're pretty excited about it. I think we're going to do a little bit of a contest with subscribers and preferably new subscribers. But we're definitely not going to let the ride or dies get hung out to dry. We got some shirts and some stickers and such. So we'll announce that contest coming up here shortly, and definitely be ready because somebody's going to get them a fresh Milky and the Bean shirt.
Dude, definitely. We got some sick shirts. We got some awesome stickers. I do want to give a shout out to VIP Printing and Promotions, Mike and Lorena. You guys did an amazing job. I love the shirts. I love the stickers. And I can't wait to show everybody. We'll post them soon online so you guys get to see them. We'll probably do like a pre-order or something, to see who wants to get a shirt and stuff like that. But definitely, we're going to have a contest soon for some stickers and some shirts. And I'm totally excited.
Yeah, for sure. We're definitely excited for what's coming up. So, Eddie.
Yes.
Is there a segment that we're missing right now?
A segment? Yes. Okay. Before we get into that segment, again, people, we want to make these fun. We want to make it intuitive. We don't want to make them super long. So, again, throw some comments. We can talk about it on the next show.
For sure.
But do we know what time it is?
It's the Frijole of the day.
No song this time?
Nah, no song. I don't want to get copywritten.
Dang it. All right. Frijole of the day. Oh, Adam, real quick.
What's up?
You might have got an email from me regarding canned meat.
Uh-huh.
Ignore it. It's just spam. And this is another one from my wife. Hey,
what's up?
What did one snowman say to the other.
My balls are frozen?
No.
What's up?
Smells like carrots.
Oh my God, this guy. Put a cork in
Hey.
it.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you. We love you guys. Thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. I wish we'd have gotten more into it, but again, we want to make these long, but not too long. So,
yep, for sure.
We get you.
Keep keeping on, and lave la manos. Do what you got to do to stay safe. I feel like even though Arizona is a hot spot, we're trying to bring back, flatten the curve. So everybody stay
Protect
safe.
Yourselves and just wear your mask. So, as always, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And like always, bye.